A very good afternoon to all of you. Hello friends, I'm Gourav Gupta and I welcome all of you once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'll wait for a few seconds. Let me see if I am audible as well as visible to all of you. So, those who are already there in the session, can you please quickly confirm if you can hear me, if you can see me? Yes, come on. Those who are already in this session, can you please confirm if I am audible as well as visible to all of you? All right, I think I am audible as well as visible to all of you, right? So friends, I'm here live once again in front of you on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Ashish, thank you for confirmation. So I'm here once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, and this is the next session in the series of session that I have been conducting for all of you for the quantitative aptitude section of MAHCET MBA 2022 examination. And today we are going to take on the chapter time, speed and distance. So Aditya, Kishore, Gorak, all of you are there in the session. Welcome, a very warm welcome to all of you. So let the other participants join this one. Now, previously in arithmetic, we have taken percentages, profit and loss, and simple interest, compound interest in one of the sessions. And in my previous sessions, we have seen the applications and the questions of ratios, mixtures, allegations, and averages. Now, in this lecture, I have picked up some of the questions of time, speed, distance, and I once again remind all of you that in this session today, these questions are not the questions which have appeared in previous year papers of MHCT. So all these questions are made by myself only, and I have taken care of the level of difficulty of MHCT. So these questions will definitely replicate the level of difficulty of the questions that we will find in MHCT examination, but definitely these are not previous year paper questions. Now for previous year paper questions, we are starting a series today only. This is 20th of April and we are starting a series of sessions for all of you, and you can attend all these sessions live on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep daily at 7 p.m. So today at 7 p.m. you can catch me once again with another session where I'll be discussing some of the questions that have appeared in data interpretation of MHCT examination. But first thing first, let us start this session, time, speed, distance. Now here in this session, you must notice the way I am solving these questions. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, note down any important thing that you feel. All right, we will be covering questions ranging from relative speeds, questions that comes on trains, as well as upstreams and downstreams. So these are the major areas from time, speed and distance that are tested in examination of MHCT. All right. Yes, Ashish, I will take your request. Definitely, I'll try to conduct a session on number series in the future. Definitely, I'll take your request and will forward to the management who plans all these sessions. Don't you worry, Ashish. All right, so let's begin this session. So I will be taking on 15 questions in this session, and I want each and every one of you to respond with an answer in the chat box the way you have been doing to the previous session. All of you have been a lovely set of students and show that you are still the same in this session. All right, so I'll be expecting lots of answers, lots of responses, a good healthy communication between you and me in this session. All right, now since time, speed, distance is considered as a little difficult chapter, so I'll be giving you a little more time for every question. So earlier when I used to give you 30 to 45 seconds, today I might be giving you 45 seconds to 1 minute for each and every question. The questions will be pretty easy, straightforward. It's just your awareness that will take, or that will reduce the amount of time that you will be taking to solve these questions. So the first question on your screen now, all of you be ready with your rough sheets. The first question on your screen now, quickly give me an answer for this one. This question can be done in less than 30 seconds. Let's see how many of you can do this one. So just write A, B, C, D, E as your answer. Now after around 30 seconds, I'll be starting with the solution of this question. All right. So the question in front of us is, walking at 2/5 of his usual speed, Nitin takes 2 hours to reach home from his office. Okay. So if the person is walking at 2/5 of the usual speed, let's say S is the usual speed and the speed has become 2/5 of the usual speed. Since speed and time are inversely proportional to each other, you can directly say that if the usual time is t, now the time taken will be 5 upon 2t. All right, this is a shortcut for this one. Since speed and time are inversely proportional to each other, speed has become 2/5, so time will become 5/2 of the original time. And this particular time is given as 2. All right, so the value of t will become 4 upon 5. All right, now since this was in hours, so it will be 4 upon 5 hours. Now if I'll convert 4 upon 5 hours into minutes, I'll multiply it by 60 and I'll get the answer as 48 minutes. All right, so Ashish, Aditi, Krishna, Ashish Jha and Samriddhi, all of you have given a correct answer. Krishna Rathi, Mr. Krishna Rathi, I'll request you to please post your answer only once. Okay. All right. Vivek has also given a correct answer. So friends, 48 minutes, that is option B is the correct answer. What is the time taken by Nitin to reach home when walking at his usual speed? All right. So answer is 48 minutes for this one. Let's move on to the second question. All of you, those who have just joined in, please be prepared with your pen and a paper. I want all of you to be solving these in case you want to get 100% out of this session. You need to be solving these questions in a live format right now in front of me. Question number 2 on your screen now. Now this question is a little similar to the previous one, but in this case we will be forming equations for the distance in both the cases and will equate them. So please be careful. Also, please be careful with the units that you are using in this question. All right, Ashish, as usual, pretty quick. Vivek, wonderful, good. All right, so let's start with this one. So question says that if Ankit goes at a speed of 12 kilometer per hour, he will be 10 minutes late. Now, since the speed is in kilometer per hour, I'll be converting the time in terms of hours only. All right. So let's say the normal time that this person takes to reach the office is T. Now today he is he's going at 12 kilometers per hour. All right, this is the speed. The time taken by him is 10 minutes extra as compared to the original time. So I'll write it as T plus 10 divided by 60, assuming that T is in terms of hours. All right, so this is the distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is 12. The time that he is taking is 10 minutes more than the normal time that he takes. Okay, now T is in hours, so I have converted 10 minutes into hours. Also, I can say that the distance will be, if the speed is 18, then he reaches 5 minutes early. That means he's taking 5 minutes less than the normal time. So T minus 5 upon 60. All right. Now I have two equations for the distance. I will equate them. So 12 times T plus 10 upon 60 is equal to 18 times t minus 5 upon 60. I'm writing each and everything. This is a little difficult topic, so I want to write each and everything so that all of you will be able to understand each and everything, right? Now I'll cancel out 12 and 18. So 6 cancel kar diya maine. So the equation will be 2t plus 20 upon 60 is equal to 3t minus 15 upon 60. All right. So the value of t will be 35 upon 60. Now this is the value of t. Now we have to find out the distance if it is the same in both cases. So let's find the distance. So this is the equation of the distance. I will put the value of t in this case. Okay. So distance will become 12 times t plus 10 upon 60. T का value कितना है 35 upon 60. So 35 upon 60 plus 10 upon 60 will be 45 upon 60. All right. Now using this, you can find out the distance and this will come out to be 9 kilometers. So the correct answer for this one is C. And let's see. Ashish, Vivek, Aditi, Ashish Jha, Sweetie, Mrunal, Shaik, Samriddhi. Shaik, good to see you once again here. All right. So people have given a correct answer, right? Now, yes, Ashish. So Ashish, I have shown a very simple, a very basic method. Okay. So I can say that the method that you are telling me can also be used the way we have done the previous one. Okay. So speed originally it was 12 and now it has become 18. So speed has become 3 by 2. So time will become 2 by 3. All right. So originally time was t plus 10 upon 60. The new time is t minus 5 upon 60. So the new time will be 2 by 3 times the original time. You can calculate the value of t. So here you are getting actually the same equation, the same relation. All right. So good, Ashish. Keep it up. Nice, wonderful logic that you have also used. All right. So answer for this question will be 9 kilometers. Now let's move on to our third question for the day. Now this question is of average speeds. Now you will have to first of all understand the basics of average speeds, then only you will be able to do this question pretty quickly. Read this question and give me an answer, all of you. Now good to see all the students back in this session, all the students who are attending my sessions regularly. Ashish, I can say Ashish, alright, Shaik, Samriddhi, Sweetie. I have seen these people again and again in my sessions. Thank you for being there. Now read it. Not a very difficult set of calculations you will have in this question. Alright, Ashish. Ashish Jha, Ashish, Shaik, Dharmi, Shreyash, and Sahil. Alright, so all of you have given same answer. So let's have a look at the basic behind this. Now, in case the entire journey is divided in equal distance, okay, so if the distance traveled is equal, then the average speed is given by harmonic mean of the speeds. All right, now here the person is traveling at 3 different speeds but for equal distances. Now let's say these speeds are a, b, and c. So I can say that harmonic mean is given by 3 upon 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. So this is the harmonic mean of 3 terms. Alright. So if I'll simplify this portion, it will become 3 times ABC divided by AB plus BC plus AC. So if you have this particular formula in your mind, then you will not take a lot of time to solve this question. So 3 times 12 into 15 into 20 divided by AB, that is 12 into 15, which is 180, plus 15 into 20, 300, plus 20 into 12, that is 240. All right. So it will become 3 times 12 into 15 into 20 whole divided by 180, 300 and 240. इनको add करना है, so that will become 720. Now you can do calculations. It's a very easy basic set of calculation. 0 and 0 cancel हो गया. Then 2 and 36. 12 into 3 is 36. The final answer will be 15. So the average speed for this entire journey will be 15 km per hour, and all the students who have given the answer, all of you are correct. Now friends, I have around 40 students who are watching live. Now I can see only like 10 or 12 students responding to all these questions. I want each and every one of you to take active participation in this lecture. If you are there live in this session, you want to learn something, you got to solve all these questions. So अगर कुछ भी knowledge gain करनी है, if you want to get some profit out of this session, then please do take active participation in this session. All right, so all of you solve this one. Yes, Ashish, we could have taken the total distance as 180. 180, why आपने 180 दिया? Because 180 is divisible by 12, 15 and 20. But this is a direct way in case the distances are equal. All right, so you can use this logic directly. All right, Suraj, you are traveling, no problem. Just keep listening to whatever I am telling you, and later on do work on all these questions. Let's move on to question number 4. Now an easy question. Quickly make a diagram, just a small diagram, quickly make some equations, and you will be able to get a correct answer for this one in less than 45 seconds. So Aditi, I have just mentioned how we can solve this question in another way. You can assume the total distance. Gorak, agar total distance 120 lenge, if we'll divide. So wait, friends, I'll go back to the previous question and will explain you what is happening here. Okay. Now what another way you can do this question is, if I'll assume total distance as 180 and it is divided in 3 parts, 60, 60 and 60. All right. Now why we have taken it as 180? Because after dividing it in 3 equal parts, 60, 60, 60, 60 is divisible by 12, 15 as well as 20. So that is why we have taken. We will not be having this kind of liberty if I take the total distance as 120. 120 is not, sorry, 120 will be divided in 3 parts, 40, 40, 40, and 40 is not divisible by 12 or 15. So if I'll take 60, 60, 60, then the total distance is 180 divided by the total time taken. So total time taken in the first case will be 60 divided by 12, that is 5. Then second case, 60 divided by 15, 4. And then 60 divided by 20, that is 3. So average speed is total distance upon total time. So 180 upon 12, and the final answer will be 15. All right. Now this is one way you can do this question, but the way I have told you, please do keep that particular way in your mind as well. All right. Now Gorak, 120 bhi le sakte hain. So 120, if you'll take 120 each part, then you will be able to do this question as well, because 120 each part agar lete ho, total distance 360, then 120 will be divisible by 12, 15 as well as 20. All right. Okay. So let's come to this current question. Question number 4. The distance between Bangalore and Coorg via Mysore is 240 kilometers. If a bus starts from Bangalore at a speed of 50 km per hour till Mysore and travels at a speed of 45 km per hour for the remaining distance and reaches Coorg in 5 hours, then find the distance between Mysore and Coorg. All right. Ashish says 90. Sahil says 150. Okay, Sahil has just changed the answer. So Sahil, you must have understood what mistake you have done. Okay. All right. So let's solve this one. So Bangalore to Coorg via Mysore. So let's say this is Bangalore, this is Mysore, and this is Coorg. Now the total distance is 240 kilometers. Now if the bus starts from Bangalore, so Bangalore to Mysore the speed is 50 and Mysore to Coorg the speed is 45. Now let's assume that the time taken from Bangalore to Mysore is T hours. Since the total time taken is 5 hours, so from Mysore to Coorg, the time taken will be 5 minus T hours. Now you can make the equation of total distance. So distance from Bangalore to Mysore will be 50 times T plus distance from Mysore to Coorg will be 45 times 5 minus T, and that is equal to 240. All right. So this equation will be 5t is equal to 240 minus 225, that is 15, and the value of t will be 3. All right. So time का value कितना हो जाएगा, t का value कितना हो जाएगा, it will be 3 hours. Now we have to find out the distance between Mysore and Coorg. So distance between Mysore and Coorg is 45 multiplied by 5 minus t. Now 5 minus t is 2, and the final answer will be 90 kilometers, and that is option A. All right. Okay. Next question, question number 5. Now this is a very basic question of relative speeds. Please don't commit any mistake while solving this one. Yes, Ashish, you are right, but right now I'm not getting into that because a lot of students will not be able to understand that question through allegations. So let's keep it simple. We are taking less than 45 seconds to solve that question, and that is fine. All right, any answer for this? Okay, Vivek, good, nice. So the distance between 2 points A and B is 600 meters, and both are moving in the same direction. B follows A. So A is in front and B is following A. The distance between them is 600 and they both are moving in the same directions. Now the speeds are 10 meters per second and 15 meters per second respectively. So the speed of A is 10, speed of B is 15 meters per second. All right. Now the question is, in how many minutes do they both meet each other? कितने time बाद दोनों मिल जाएंगे? So this is the concept of relative speeds. The distance between them is 600, which will become 0 after some time. So the change in distance is 600 divided by the relative speed. Now, since the objects are moving in the same direction, the relative speeds of these objects will be the difference of their speeds. So the relative speed here will be 15 minus 10, that is 5 meters per second. And this will be the time taken for B to catch A. So this is 120 seconds, or I can say that this is 2 minutes. So the answer for this one will be option C, that is 2 minutes. All right. Okay. So again, all of you have given a perfect answer, correct answer. Let's go ahead and look at question number 6. Question number 6 is related to question number 5. Okay. Now we have to find out, after traveling, how much distance does B meet A? Now please do this question very carefully. So all the other things are absolutely same. It's just that you will have to find out how much distance does B travel to meet A. All right, quickly, any answer? Come on, what are you doing? All right. So Vivek, Ashish, Shaik, Krishna, Mommy Coaster Diaries, Gorak, Dharmi, Akash, all of you have given same answers. Mr. Sahil, Shriyash, Radhika, good, all of you. Okay, now we have already calculated that B will catch A after 120 seconds. All right. Now, in these 120 seconds, what will be the distance traveled by each of them? A will travel 10 into 120, that is 1200 meters, and B will travel 15 into 120, or you can add 600 to the distance of A. So it will be 1800. Now we have to be very careful as to what they are asking in the question. Do we have to find out the distance traveled by A or distance traveled by B? So understand the language. After traveling, how much distance does B meet A? कितना distance travel करके B A को मिल जाएगा? So that means we'll have to find out the distance traveled by B. All right. So the distance traveled by B will be 1800 meters, and that is option C. All of you have given a correct answer. So Aditi, Samriddhi, Shivam, Kunal, you all have given same answers, correct answers. All right, nice, wonderful. All right, so let's take a break of 10 seconds. Yes, and all of you, if you haven't done it yet, please do like this session. I'm giving whatever you want, so you will have to give me a lot of likes. So right now, there are only 4 likes for this session. Come on, friends, this is not done. Please do like this session. Come on, just I want to see increasing number of likes for this session, all of you. So please, if you haven't liked it yet, do hit the like button so that we can continue further, and I'll come back with more such sessions for all of you. All right, okay, so let's go ahead and look at question number 7. Now question number 7, another application of relative speeds that we have done in the previous question, but one more simple concept that will be applicable here. Gorak, this session, like which right now I am taking, is not happening on daily basis, but yes, on daily basis we are coming up with sessions for MHCT examination. A new series of sessions is starting from today only. Every day at 7 p.m. you can see us live on YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. All right. Today you can see me at 7 o'clock, where I'll be discussing the previous year paper questions of data interpretation. All right. Okay. So yes, any answer for this one? Now here in this case, you will have to be very careful about the units that are being used here. Okay, so distance is in meters, the speed is in kilometer per hour, and the time here is in minutes. So I have done everything in order to confuse all of you. You have to be a little more careful while solving these questions. All right, now this question seems to be a little complex. People are taking a lot of time to get an answer. All right, so Ashish, again the first one among the first ones who has given the answer. Any other answer? All right, Krishna, Ashish Jha, lovely set of people. Good. Okay, so let's do this one. So dog and cat, they are 300 meters away from each other and runs. So as soon as the cat sees the dog, the cat runs in opposite direction at a speed of 3 kilometer per hour. So speed of cat is 3 kilometer per hour. And then after 2 minutes, dog sees the cat and runs towards it. Okay. Now cat की speed 3 kilometer per hour है. I can say that it will be 3000 meters per 60 minutes or per hour. So 3000 meters per hour अगर speed है, Okay, so in 2 minutes what will be the distance traveled by the cat? So in 2 minutes मैं इसको 30 से divide कर दूंगा, so cat will travel 100 meters. Okay, so in these 2 minutes cat will travel 100 meters in the opposite direction, and now the distance between dog and cat will become 400 meters. All right, okay, now after 2 minutes the dog sees the cat. So in these 2 minutes, cat has already traveled another 100 meters. Now dog starts running towards the cat at a speed of 5 km per hour. Now find the time taken by dog to catch the cat. Alright. So here we'll apply the same method. Time taken will be the distance between them divided by the relative speeds. Alright. Now since dog is catching the cat, they are moving in same direction. So their relative speeds will be the difference of their speeds. Now 5 km per hour minus 3 km per hour, that is 2 km per hour. Now kilometer per hour को meter per second में convert करना है. So I'll write the conversion kilometer per hour to meters per second. So can you please write this conversion, anyone? So from kilometer per hour to meter per second, if I want to convert, I'll multiply it by 5 by 18, right? So kilometer per hour to meters per second will multiply it by 5 by 18. So 2 multiplied by 5 divided by 18. All right. So cancel, cancel, cancel. So this will be the number of seconds. 18 into 40 seconds they will meet. If I divide it by 60, I'll get the answer in terms of minutes, right? So this will be your answer, 12 minutes. So I hope all of you have given the same answer, 12 minutes. Yes, all of you have given the same answer. All right. Okay. So this is how you can do this question in a much faster way. So basics, we are just using very basic techniques to solve all these questions, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. One very easy question. Oh, so Gourav, you have added the speeds? No. So it should be the difference of the speeds. Any answer? Right, such an easy question this one is. This can be tackled in less than 15 seconds. All right, Ashish and Anirudh have given this answer. Shivam, all right. Sahil, Ashish, Payal, good. Akash, Krishna, nice. I'll give you two different ways of solving this one. Now, Anil and Vamsi, they are 40 kilometers apart. They started at the speeds of 3 km per hour and 5 km per hour, and they are moving towards each other. So first of all, the time taken by them to meet will be the distance divided by the relative speed. Now, since in this case they are traveling towards each other, they are traveling in opposite directions, so relative speed will be the sum of the speeds. That is 3 plus 5, 8. So 40 divided by 8 will be 5 hours. So time taken by Anil and Vamsi to meet is 5 hours. So distance traveled by Anil will be Anil's speed, that is 3 into 5, and distance traveled by Vamsi will be 5 into 5. Now you can find out whatever is asked in this question. They want the distance traveled by Vamsi. So distance traveled by Vamsi is 25 kilometers. All right. So this is one basic way of solving this question. Now another way is, since distance is directly proportional to speed, so the ratio of the speeds will also be equal to the ratio of distances if the time traveled is same. All right. Now here, Anil and Vamsi are traveling at a speed of 3 and 5. So the ratio of their speeds is 3 is to 5, and that will also be the ratio of their distances traveled. So what you have to do is you will have to divide 40 kilometers in the ratio 3 is to 5. So 40 kilometers को 3 is to 5 के ratio में divide करेंगे, it will come out to be 15 and 25, which will be the distances traveled by Anil and Vamsi respectively. Alright, so there are two different ways of doing this one. Both will get you the same answer, that is 25 kilometer. Alright, okay. Now let's move on to question number 9. Now some questions related to trains. So now up till this point, we were not considering the length of the object. Now in these questions, we will be looking at the length of the train as well. So train crosses a man standing on the platform and the platform of length 180 meters. So train is crossing. So there are two different instances which are given. So train is crossing a man who is standing on the platform. Also the train is crossing the platform of length 180 meters. To cross the man, train takes 12 seconds. To cross the platform of length 180 meters, train takes 30 seconds. We have to find out the length of the train. So let's see who will give me a quick answer. Vivek and Ashish have already given their answers. Nice. Okay, so I'll give you some basic formulas. Now, time taken by, listen carefully, time taken by a train to cross a stationary object. Time taken by train to cross a stationary object is equal to length of the train divided by speed of the train. Okay. Now, second formula is time taken by a train to cross another train or a platform. Okay. This will be equal to length of train plus length of platform divided by speed of train. All right. Some basic formulas. Right. Now, the first case, the first instance when the train is crossing the man. So let's say L is the length of the train. So time taken, which is 12 seconds, will be equal to length of train upon speed of train. The second equation, time taken is 30 seconds to cross a platform whose length is 180 meters. So length of train plus the length of platform divided by the speed of train. So these are the two equations that we will get. Now what we'll do is we'll divide these two equations and we will get the value of length because s will cancel out. So in दोनों को divide कर देते हैं. 12 divided by 30, that is 2 upon 5, is equal to L upon L plus 180. Alright, so this will give you 3L is equal to 360. So L का value कितना आ जाएगा? 120 meters. So the length of the train here is 120 meters. Now you already have got the value of length of the train. If you will substitute the value of L, you will also get the value of the speed of the train if it is asked. Okay. Mr. Saral, 120 is wrong answer. No, Mr. Saral, 120 is absolutely correct. And if you can see that a lot of students have given the correct answer. So Saral sir, you can never give an incorrect answer. All right. Okay, so let's move on to our next question, question number 10. So let's see who will give the answer before Saral sir give an answer for this one. Now, a similar question, similar concept is used as we have just discussed previously. All right, any answer? Okay, Pavan, Ashish, Krishna, wonderful. All right, so in this question, in the similar manner, we will make the equations. Shaikh, please have a look at if you have committed any mistake or not, because your answer is not matching. I have made the options intelligently, so in I have spent some time in making these options as well. Okay, so please careful. A train engine crosses a man standing on the platform in 6 seconds. So time taken is 6 seconds when the train engine of length L, traveling at a speed s, crosses a man who is standing on the platform. The second equation, time taken is 36 when the same train engine is crossing the platform of length 150 meters. So L plus 150 divided by the speed of the train will be the second equation. Now if I divide these two, so 1 upon 6 will be equal to L upon L plus 150. So the value of L, the length of the train, will be equal to 30 meters, right? Now here we have to find out the speed of the engine. So speed of the engine will be equal to 30 upon 6, and that will be 5 meters per second. Careful, it will be meter per second and the options are given in kilometer per hour. Okay? Alright. So if I'll convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, so it will be 5 multiplied by 18 upon 5 kilometer per hour, and the final answer will be 18 kilometer per hour, and that is option B. All right, so all of you have given same answer. All right, nice. Okay, thank you Saral sir, thank you for your wishes. All right, great. So let's move on to question number 11. So Shaikh, please be careful you're not repeating such mistakes again. So time, speed, distance, it can be a very easy trap which will attract you to fall into, because in time, speed, distance it is very important to be careful about the units, the different units. Now a similar question based on the length of the trains. So train A and train B, be careful with the relative speed concept, if the trains are moving in the same direction or the trains are moving in opposite direction. So train A and B are of lengths 200 and 150. They cross each other in 10 seconds and 70 seconds by traveling in opposite direction and in the same direction. Now we have to find out the speed of the faster train. So I'll also again give you the basics of this one formula. So if the trains are traveling in opposite directions, time taken by these two trains to cross each other will be length of train A plus length of train B upon speed of train A plus speed of train B. Since the trains are moving in opposite directions towards each other, so the relative speed will be the sum of the speeds. Similarly, if the trains are moving in same direction, so time taken will be, lengths will be added because they will have to cover the length of both the trains, and the speeds will be the relative speed, speed of A minus speed of B. In this case, what we'll do is it will be speed of the faster train minus speed of the slower train. All right, because if they are moving in same direction, the faster train will be crossing the slower train. So you will have to be very careful in this case, which train is faster, which train is slower. Okay, so let's make these equations once again. Till the time other students who have not given the answer yet, I am looking for your answers. The number of responses have reduced. Come on, keep it up. So train A and train B, lengths 200 and 150. First of all, they are taking 10 seconds. So 10 seconds is equal to 200 plus 150, that is 350, divided by, they are traveling in opposite directions. All right. So it will be speed of A plus speed of B. The second equation, 70 is equal to, again, 350 divided by speed of A minus speed of B, right? So first equation, speed of A plus speed of B will become 35, and the second equation, speed of A minus speed of B will become 5. Now solving these two equations, I'll get speed of A as 20 meters per second and speed of B is 15 meters per second. Now again, the options are given in kilometer per hour and you are asked to find out the speed of the faster train. So speed of faster train will be 20 into 18 upon 5 and that is 72 kilometer per hour. So we have converted the speed from meter per second to kilometer per hour to get our final answer. So yes, the correct answer is option C. That is 72 kilometer per hour. All right. Okay. Now let's move towards the next question. But before that, again, those students who still have not yet liked this session, quickly press the like button, comment, share, and do subscribe our channel so that you will not miss the upcoming sessions which we'll be conducting on MAHCET. All right, so please do that. If you haven't liked this session as of now, do hit the like button. Now with this, let's move on to our question number 12. Question number 12 on your screen now. Now, this question is related to the previous one. Ashish, thank you for promoting this session. Come on, people, do like this session. All right. So up till this point, the question is absolutely same. So you can pick the values of the speeds of the trains from the previous question. Okay. Come on, people, come on, write your answers. You don't have to do much in this case. Now, this is a tricky question, right? So the statement is a little tricky, what they are asking you to calculate. Now, from the previous question, we have determined that the speed of train A, which is the faster train given in this case, is 20 meters per second, and speed of the second train, the slower train, is 15 meters per second. We have already calculated this part from the previous question. Now, Vivek is saying that answer is 70 seconds. All right, Gorakh says 20 seconds, and most of you are saying 40 seconds. So let's see what will be the answer for this one. Now, first of all, let us understand हमें calculate क्या करना है. What do we have to calculate here? Now, we have to find the time taken by the faster train. So, faster train to cross a person who is sitting in the slower train. So, train A will be crossing a person who is sitting in the slower train. So, that means train A will be crossing a person who is traveling at a speed of the slower train. So person is traveling at a speed of 15 meters per second. We will not be considering the length of the slower train. Careful. So faster train has to cross a person who is sitting in the slower train. So the reference says that the person who is sitting in the slower train is traveling at the speed of slower train. Okay. So that means the question is, how much time train A, whose length is 200 and traveling at a speed of 20, how much time this train will take to cross a person who is traveling at 15 meters per second. Okay, so time taken will be the length of train A, that is 200, divided by the relative speed. Now relative speed, since they are moving in the same direction, this is also given in the question. Speed of train A is 20 and speed of the person is 15. So the relative speed will be 20 minus 15 and that is 5. So 200 upon 5, 40 seconds will be the correct answer for this question. All right. So this is again a trap. in order to basically confuse you with the language of the question. All right. Thank you, Shaikh. Thank you. All right. So this was one wonderful question, I think, and some of you got confused with this one. Now, with this, let's move on to our next question, question number 13, and let's get into the questions of boats and streams. Okay. Now, I'll tell you, Radhika, you are asking 200 क्यों लिया? Radhika, because faster train is crossing a point object. A faster train कौन सा है? It is A, and the length of A is given as 200 meters. All right. So Radhika, that is why we have taken 200 and not 150. All right. अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा होता कि स्लोअर ट्रेन में बैठा हुआ है, सॉरी, स्लोअर ट्रेन क्रॉस करने में कितना टाइम लगा रही है, then I would have taken 150. But here, faster train is crossing a point object, and this point object is traveling at a speed of the slower train. All right. Am I clear, Radhika? All right. Now let's move on to the next question, question number 13. Ashish ने already answer दे दिया है. Question is, find the ratio of the speeds of the boat in still water and that of the river. If the time taken by boat to go downstream is 4 times the time taken by the boat to go the same distance upstream. All right. Shreyas is saying 5:2. Ashish ने भी पहले 5:2 दिया था, अब इरेज करके 5:3 कर दिया है. आशीष, करेक्ट आंसर इन वन गो. एग्जामिनेशन में हमें टाइम नहीं मिलेगा आंसर चेंज करने का, बिकॉज वी विल हैव लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस टू डू. ओके, सो एग्जाम में ऐसा नहीं है कि अभी क्वेश्चन कर लिया और टाइम मिल जाएगा एग्जामिनेशन के अंदर. सो प्लीज रेक्टिफाई योर मिस्टेक्स, प्लीज कीप अ चेक ऑन योर मिस्टेक्स. राइट. Okay, so we have to find out the ratio of speed of boat in still water and speed of stream. If the time taken to go downstream is 4 times the time taken to go upstream. Now, since time taken downstream is 4 times time taken to go upstream, okay, so we can say that the speed will be 1/4. If the time taken by the boat to go downstream is 4 times the time taken by the boat to go upstream, so time downstream is 4 times time upstream. So I can say that speed downstream will be 1/4 times speed upstream. We have already seen that speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. That's it. Now speed downstream क्या होता है? It is x plus y, and speed upstream is x minus y, where x and y are the speeds of boat in still water and the speed of the river respectively. So just equation में put कर दो. So x plus y is equal to wait. All right, 1/4 x minus y. ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो कुछ गड़बड़ लग रहा है मुझे इक्वेशन में. If the time taken by the boat to go downstream is 4 times the time taken by the boat to go the same distance upstream. Now downstream में टाइम कम लगेगा, upstream में टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा. Guys, so there is a problem in this question. Has anyone determined the problem? The question says that if the time taken by the boat to go downstream is 4 times time taken by the boat to go the same distance upstream, can this be possible? क्या ये possible हो सकता है? क्या ये possible हो सकता है? Time taken by boat to go downstream is 4 times the time taken by the boat to go the same distance upstream. So ये चीज possible नहीं हो सकती. So there is a small error that I have committed. Okay, so यहाँ पे डाउनस्ट्रीम की जगह अपस्ट्रीम आना चाहिए, अपस्ट्रीम की जगह डाउनस्ट्रीम आना चाहिए. All right. Okay. So time taken upstream is 4 times time taken downstream. So speed upstream will be 1 by 4 speed downstream. Just a small error. होता है ये कभी कभी. Okay. So speed upstream will be x minus y, and that is equal to 1 upon 4 speed downstream, that is x plus y. So 4x minus 4y is equal to x plus y, and from here I can say that 3x is equal to 5y. So x upon y is equal to 5 by 3. Now none of the students has noticed this particular thing. Okay, so x upon y is 5 by 3. So if I'll make this small change, then the answer for this question will be 5:3. All right. Okay, so let's move on to next question, question number 14, again based on upstreams and downstreams. Yes, Ashish, yes, you are absolutely right. Okay, quickly. Now the speed downstream is 3 times speed upstream. Okay. Find the speed of boat in still water if it covers 20 kilometers upstream in 2 hours. So 20 kilometer upstream in 2 hours. So I can say that the speed upstream will be 20 upon 2, that is 10 kilometer per hour. So speed upstream 10 kilometer per hour हो गया, तो speed downstream is 3 times the same thing. So it will be 30 kilometer per hour. Now speed downstream, that is x plus y, is given as 30, and speed upstream, which is x minus y, is given as 10. From here you can find the values of both x and y. Alright, so the value of x will be 20 and the value of y will be 10 kilometer per hour respectively. So we have to find out the speed of boat in still water, that means the value of x, and that will come out to be 20 kilometer per hour, which is option C. Okay, so simple question tha. Let's move on to our last question for the day very quickly. Question number 15. The speed of boat in still water and the speed of the river are 15 and 3 km per hour respectively. Find the total distance traveled by the boat if the total time taken by the boat to go upstream and same distance downstream is 20 hours. Now last question, all of you respond to this one. Come on, solve this one. I'll give you some extra time for this. I want each and every one of you to be solving this question lively. Come on. Okay, Vivek has given an answer. Nice, Vivek, good. Ashish has also given an answer. Lovely. Nice, lovely, all of you. Good. Now speed upstream will be 15 minus 3, that is 12, and speed downstream will be 18. Now all of you look at this when I'm solving. Now speed of boat in still water and speed of stream both are given. Using that, I have calculated. Shaikh, you are not allowed to remove your answer. Speed upstream is 12, speed downstream is 18. All right. Now we have to find out the total distance traveled by the boat if the total time taken is 20 hours to travel the same distance upstream and downstream. So let's say the distance traveled upstream is d. So time taken will be d upon 12 plus upstream हो गया, downstream again d upon 18, and this total time is given as 20. All right. Now if I'll do calculations and solve for this, 36 will be the LCM, 3 plus 2, 5. 5d is equal to 20, and the value of d will come out to be 144. And all of you have marked option C, which is an incorrect answer. Which is an incorrect answer, which is a wrong answer. Now read the question's statement carefully. Find the total distance traveled by the boat. Find the total distance traveled by the boat. Total distance means upstream as well as downstream. Now d is the distance upstream or the distance downstream. So what will be the total distance traveled by the boat? It will be 144 plus 144, and the correct answer is option E, that is 288. All right. Am I clear? Do you understand what mistake you all have just made? So answer will be 288, not 144. Guys, इस तरीके के options intentionally डाले जाते हैं, and the wrong answer that you all will select will definitely come before the correct answer among the options. All right. So please do not commit such mistakes. So there were simple traps that were there. Shaikh, I told you not to retract your message, not to delete your message. Okay. All right. So next time, be careful while you're solving all these questions. Keep all the mistakes that you have committed today in your mind. Now, friends, one simple way to basically avoid committing such silly errors. Basically, I'll call these as sin. Okay, paap hai ye cheez. We have calculated a correct answer. All right, we haven't committed any mistake, and still we are marking a wrong answer. So what I do generally, or what I used to do earlier when I was a student, after I get the final value, after I'm done with the calculations, I'll go back to the last statement of the question. I'll check what is being asked in that question, and then I will mark the answer. ऐसा नहीं है कि 144 देखा और 144 ऑप्शन में है और मार्क कर दिया, नहीं. After getting this answer 144, look at the final statement, what actually they are asking. Okay, and then mark your answers. This is one way you can reduce the number of silly errors that you have just committed. All right, so this is one piece of advice for all of you to follow. All right, so friends, that is all from my side for today's session. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe our channel, and press the like button so that you will not miss any notification for the upcoming sessions. Any student who want to prepare for CAT 2022, you can join a comprehensive program for CAT 2022 with BYJU'S exam prep, and all the details for this particular program are there on your screen, and you can call at the numbers that are given at the bottom of your screen to get some more details and to speak to our counselor. All right. Follow us on Insta, subscribe our YouTube channel, press the bell icon, like our Facebook page, join our Telegram group, and download our app on Google Play. So thank you very much, friends, for attending this session. You have been a wonderful crowd, and we'll see you again in the upcoming sessions, where, like today, starting from today, 20th April, we have started a new series of sessions on MAHCET examination, and will be live on daily basis at 7 p.m. So yes, starting from today, 7 p.m, you can catch us live on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Thank you very much. All the very best to all of you.